or whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, she's annoying. Like, she's just annoying or whatever. But like, I'll keep hanging out because like it's all of us, and then like sometimes it's usually us, just us two, when like everybody else leaves. So it's not always me and her alone. It's usually like maybe 40% alone after everything. So it keeps happening. We keep talking or whatever. And at this point, I'm starting to find her less annoying. I'm actually starting to warm up to her, but I'm still not like in love with her or liking her or crushing on her. None of that. So we keep talking and blah blah blah. And there's now everybody in the group is trying to convince me to like go to Tennessee because they're like, oh, it could just be a fun trip with everybody. Blah blah. And I'm like, bro, like I'm not trying to fucking
What are
like.
you gonna do now?
I like it would be cool to see, you know, my homie and his ex girl, but like that would be it. But then I'm kind of like, I don't want to do that right now. I got other shit to do. So they keep trying to fucking get me to like fucking go to Tennessee and shit.
Hello?
And the girl keeps trying, and we're getting along. We're getting even more along at this point. So I just instead of like however I might have responded before, now I'm just like, we'll see. Cause like, you know, I got shit going on in life, and I just keep saying, we'll see, we'll see. And it gets to a point where randomly, I think after like 5 months of like knowing her, something fucking flipped in me, and I started liking the girl. Now at this point, this girl has been in love with me, while I have not been like giving her the time of day. She's been wanting all my attention. She's been doing all this stuff with me, you know, even a little bit of flirting or whatever. And it was very obvious she was feeling me like pretty well, but I wasn't feeling her up until like 5 months later. So after I started warming up to her, and then they start telling me about the trip again, that's when they have a final thing. They're like, we're gonna do it in June. I think at this point it's like 2 months before June. We're gonna do it in June, because in June it's gonna be my girlfriend's birthday, so we can all be together, celebrate, and then just have some fun or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I would like to see if I could go there, whatever, right? At this point, I think I went to the hospital. So I had like a fucking 2,000. I had like a $2,000 bill randomly. So I'm like, well, this is about to fuck with that. And then when the fucking time comes, I think it's like a month and a half before the trip, I tell them that I'm able to like go. So now that I'm able to go,
you need to buy VR.
I told her, and she got super fucking excited. And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take like every day off for the trip or whatever." And I'm looking at her like, "Yo, like stop lying to me. Like, you're not gonna ask for every day off just because I'm showing up."
It's not 600.
And then she comes to me the next day and shows me her schedule. She's like, "I got it off." She's like, "The only one I couldn't get off was like Saturday morning or whatever." She's like, and I'm like, oh, okay. At this point, me and the girl are still fucking talking, getting to know each other, and like I said, at this point, I am crushing on her, I am liking her, and as we keep talking, keep hanging out, I start falling for her.
I have furs, I'm half naked, see?
And then now, she talks to me again, and then she's like, I can feel that me and you are developing feelings pretty hard. And she says between me and you. Meaning she's also feeling that. She didn't just say it was just me, she didn't just say it was her. She said it was us, both of us, that she feels that we're both like feeling each other. But you know, we're liking each other pretty good.
Let me get the phone.
And then I'm like, okay, this might be going into like a good place. So I think at this point we're just getting even more closer than usual. It got to the point where shit got steamy. So, you know, that kind of shit happened. And it was kind of like, yo, this trip is about to be fucking crazy. Because if shit keeps going like this, low key, being there about to have some good times, you know, with nobody else around. So, at this point, I'm getting, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about this trip because I'm like, shit, I haven't had a fucking break from work. I haven't had a break from fucking work. I work every single day of the fucking week. And I've been doing this shit for years. This would be my first like vacation since then, like literal vacation.
Damn.
I think I was gonna be gone for like 4 or 5 days. So I was like, it's gonna be a vacation. I'm gonna be with like good friends, and obviously me and the girl that we like each other.
Okay.
And then this is where shit gets a
Yes.
little fucky. This whole time, it has been just us four coming to this trip. All of a
Thank you
sudden,
so much. That
through
is so
the girl that I
cool.
was crushing on, she's informing me that there's a new guy coming. Now, I know what you're probably thinking because I said new guy, that I got jealous or whatever. Nope, I didn't. It wasn't anything like that. I was just confused at why there was a new guy and who this new guy was and why nothing has been said to me because it was like this whole time it's been us four, all of us that know
Thank
each
you
other.
again.
I don't
You're
know
so
who this
cool,
motherfucker is.
pussy.
So, come to find out, the girl that I'm crushing on, she tells me that my homeboy was the one that invited him. And I'm like, okay, why the fuck hasn't he told me? Because it was like, I would think you would tell me, considering he wanted me to come to this shit so bad and everything that we could do with each other, like with all the friends and everything. Why wouldn't he tell me that he's bringing one of his friends now? And then well, actually, no, I don't think I said any of this. I think it was after she told me this part. She told me that she started talking to him because he wanted his friend to like acquainted with her, since he's gonna come. And she tells me that like within like the first like couple of days, this motherfucker is already like I guess in love with her basically. So I was like, what the fuck? Now once again, this isn't a case of I was being insecure or anything. I genuinely was not. But it was just kind of like, this is just getting awkward to a point where it's like, why is he here? Why is he coming? Even she is kind of like, yeah, I don't know. He's kind of weird. I'm off put. I don't even like respond to him a lot of times, but I could just tell that he really likes me and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, like this dude just started fucking talking to you. So it just keeps happening where like now the girl that I'm crushing on, she keeps texting me every now and then. She's like, I hate like being like mean and all this stuff, but like yeah, like he keeps trying to like text me and talk to me or whatever, and I just keep like ignoring him, or like maybe I'll text him for just like a little bit, and then after that, and she would send me like the text messages too. So I would see these text messages and like I would just read them and I'd just be like, yeah, it says she's been saying like it's pretty fucking dry. There's nothing happening. So after that, it just creates like this awkward tension where it was like, this is odd because at this point my homie knows that I like her. And at this point, because we all talk to each other, I'm pretty sure that he should also know that this new motherfucker likes her too. Now, as a fucking rule of thumb, it is never a good idea to bring people together, especially when there are people that want the same person. That is never a good fucking idea. That is never a good thing to have. It was getting to the point where I was just kind of like, I wanted to drop out of the fucking trip because I'm like, I just don't feel comfortable anymore because they're putting me, not them specifically, but they're putting me in a position where I'm like, I don't want it to seem like I'm fighting for her or over her or like beefing with this dude or whatever. But it's like, I know I'm not gonna be comfortable like around him, especially knowing that we're like night. And it's like me and her are already talking and we're already planning to do shit. We already talked about all the shit we were gonna do. I don't want to feel awkward that this motherfucker's gonna be there when he is. I wanted to like avoid like anything like stupid or whatever. So things keep happening, and then I eventually talked to my homie about it because we're getting closer to the dates, and he was like, he said something about like the dude not coming anymore because of like I guess everything that I said. Yeah, that was a fucking lie because he was still on for it, whatever the fuck happened. So then I'm like, you know what? I just don't care at this point. I'm gonna go on this trip. I'm gonna try to make the best of it because, like I said, I haven't had a singular vacation from work in the last couple of years. This would be genuinely the first time I've had more than a fucking couple hours off. So I'm just gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna see my best friend. I'm gonna see his ex-girlfriend, and then I'm gonna see the girl that I'm crushing on. I'm gonna have a good time. You know, I'm gonna treat everybody the way I was gonna treat them. You know, I'm gonna flirt with the girl that I've been flirting with. Everything. I'm gonna do all that shit. I'm not even gonna worry about this dude. I'll talk to him. I'll like be cool with him, casual. But because you know, I'm not gonna be a fucking dickhead. But like, I'm just gonna get this fucking negativity out of my head, and you know what? Let's just go through with it. So now there's a week. No, not a week. There's 4 days before I meet up with them. All of a sudden now, the energy that I was feeling from the girl, it completely flips. Like we were all like basically lovey-dovey and all this other shit, and then now she was kind of she wasn't dry, but it was kind of like I could just tell like it just wasn't feeling the same. I was kind of like that doesn't fucking make me feel good, like at all. And then things keep changing and whatever. Like I was meant to sleep with her, not like literally, like you know we were just supposed to share the room because my homie and his ex-girlfriend were gonna share a room and blah blah blah. So it's supposed to be them two in their room and then us two in her room and shit. But then with this motherfucker now here, I got fucking put to the couch and shit. They were like, the two girls are gonna sleep together, and then like all the fucking dudes, like you guys can either sleep in like the same room or like one of you can go to the couch or whatever. And I was like, are you fucking like kidding me or whatever? Like, you telling me that like now my position that I've had for a minute is like now getting fucked because this fucker's here? I wasn't feeling good about it because I'm like, it wasn't even a case of like, yeah, I was gonna fuck or whatever. Like, I didn't really care too much about that, but it was like, yeah, I was meant to like have like more like personal time with her. Like, how much personal can it get than like fucking being in her bedroom, like just us two, and we'll talk and like do whatever, you know? I was meant to have like those fucking personal moments with her. So now I didn't have that anymore, knowing that. So I'm like, fuck, okay. And I was like, you know what, whatever. We're still gonna hang out. It's not the end of the fucking world. So I go, and then the first day of the trip, we get to nighttime. We're at a restaurant. The guy goes to pay the bill, and then she starts talking to me, and she was like, "Hey," she was like, "They showed up the day before you guys, you know, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they showed up yesterday, and I showed up today." Like, and she was like, "Yeah, so he pulled me to the side yesterday, and I got like uncomfy or whatever because he basically just told me that like he feels that I don't like him, and it made it awkward or whatever. I don't know how to deal with it." And I was kind of like, I mean, you know, I don't remember exactly how I responded, but that was basically what she said. The motherfucker literally day one, bro, of like being with her. Are you serious? And you're already telling her like, "Hey, I don't feel like you like me." Brother, like literally at this point, I'm not joking. Literally at this point, he's literally only known this girl for 30 fucking days. And clearly, the girl was not feeling him. Clearly, it was me and her the whole time. And he had the fucking audacity for some odd reason to go up to her and like pull her to private or ask to be pulled into like a fucking private area to then say like, "Yeah, I don't feel like you like me," and all this other shit. It's like, bro, like we were all here to fucking have fun. Why are you here with these fucking like I don't know, pity confessions or whatever? Because like I said, she felt all awkward and everything. She didn't know how to like handle it or whatever. And then that was the end of the first day. The fucking second day, it's the ex-girlfriend's birthday, so we go do what she wants to do, which was she wanted to go watch the new Spider-Verse movie and get Chinese food afterwards. So here's where things get fucking. This is where shit starts fucking like pissing me off.
Yo, hey, listen, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yo, what's up?
But like, I like how you guys went to go watch the Spider-Man movie, and the movie that I went to go watch with her was Superman. Superheroes. Fucking dude. Alright, go ahead.
Yo, that's what even sucks even more is that this memory is tied to that Spider-Verse movie. I am a huge fan of fucking Spider-Man. I love that man to death.
Superman movie,
And
that Superman movie was so good, dude.
Yeah, fuck. So,
something crazy. Sorry.
huh?
Just quick thing. I remember I went to Walmart and drank some of that water there, and it fucked up my stomach really bad. When I went to go watch the new Superman movie, for some fucking reason, all my stomach problems went away when I was